I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this.
Hello,
Hi.
it's Phil and Kath here from Urban Canvas, and we've had a fantastic year this year, haven't we, Kath?
It's been very busy.
And we want to tell you about a project that is a bit unusual for us anyway, but it's still a street art project, but it's a bit different. And we started this project back
February? Was it February?
Was
this
it
year?
in? Yeah,
It was early in the year.
in
Yeah,
February.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were commissioned by Active Arts, wasn't it?
Live and Local project.
It was a live and
to
local project. It's
Collaborate with an
a
art
company
group,
called
yeah.
Live and Local, and we were commissioned to do this art project virtually online
with Active Arts.
with Active Arts. Active Arts is an art group,
Established since 1976.
1976,
Long time.
in a place known as Countesthorpe.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now we'd never heard of Countesthorpe before, and we.
It's a small village, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a small village just outside Leicester.
We've worked in Leicester.
We've worked in Leicester, but not Countesthorpe. So we were intrigued by the commission, and so we decided to take it on. In all honesty,
It was all done on Zoom, wasn't it?
it was done on
That's
Zoom.
important to
It was all a
say,
virtual thing.
Yeah.
And in all honesty,
Digital
we were basically out of our
Comfort zone.
Comfort zone. Yeah. I mean, we'd never done a virtual project with people with
visual arts.
with a real group
Yeah.
before. We've done online festivals and things like that. But this was, I mean,
This was very different, wasn't
yeah,
it?
we were just coming out of lockdown, weren't we, earlier this year, when this project came up. Well,
Well, we're actually still in lockdown.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were. Well, so how would you describe this project, Catherine?
Well, initially, it's like you said, it was a bit out of our comfort zone, but we thought, well, it's a challenge. We'll give it a go.
Yeah.
And we met with I think it was Michelle initially, Michelle Clerk from Live and Local, and some representatives of the group from Active Arts, and we started to plan out a project that we could go forward with and be both happy with. And we ended up really doing a series of tasks initially, primarily to identify the thoughts around the project and where it was going to lead, and to get to know them a bit better. And then we eventually hatched a plan, didn't we?
Yeah, imagine this. I mean, you get this group of people who've been going since 1976. We didn't know anything about them. We were coming into it cold, so we set them a few projects just to kind of warm them up a bit, get them interested in visual arts, and see what they can do, what they can achieve.
They're a visual arts group, so they were already...
they're an arts group.
They're an arts group, but not mainly visual arts, sorry.
Yes.
They're an arts group, so they were looking at something that was going to be different for them, and I think what we could bring to the table would have been something totally different for them as well.
See, for all we know, they could be like secret Bankskis and all kinds of, they could be really
or Keith Horrens.
Could be absolutely Royal Academists for all we knew. We didn't know what to expect from them, so we needed to find that out. So we set up all these tasks, which included taking photographs in the local community.
Well, I think initially the first task we did was to get them to go away and do a minute video about themselves, to give us an insight into who, individually who they were.
So we had them doing videos, a video task.
Yeah, and
there
then we had
a photographic task,
a line drawing task, because
a line drawing thing.
What we settled on was that the project was going to be based around past, present, and future. So they all tied in to some element of that. Now,
yeah, but that project didn't come about on it in out of nothing, did it?
No,
I mean,
no.
I mean,
there was a lot of work in
that
the build-up
project
to that
was kind
on
of like
both sides.
after having talked to
Yeah.
them and stuff like
Yeah.
that, we decided
Yeah.
upon going in that direction.
But the line drawing task was interesting because we said to think about a memory
Yeah.
that inspired them and evoked
Yeah.
a response.
So that was the past bit,
Yeah.
and then we did a photographic bit that
which was the
present.
So that
bit.
was the photographic bit about either Countesthorpe or something that was meaningful to them, or something to do with the group in active
Yeah.
arts.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
we did the future
bit
elements,
because
which-
part of the
yeah.
remit of this project was to involve the wider community. So we
Yeah.
had the people on Zoom who were members of active arts,
Mm-hmm.
but we needed in some way to involve people in the village of
Countesthorpe, yeah.
Countesthorpe itself, in the local community. So we set them this task of we came up with or invented a project that was kind of like yarn bombing,
but it was art bombing instead.
but it was art bombing.
and looking into the future.
Yeah.
That future element could have
So
been
the future
the
element
group
was
or
for
the world in
wider
general,
community.
or in Countesthorpe. It was any way they wanted to
Yeah.
interpret it.
and they suggested to us that they could get involved the local scouts groups and the
Local schools,
local
and they
church
already
groups
have a
and the-
big
yeah.
database, don't they?
yeah. So they
They're
we
in.
we got them some canvases made up,
Mhm.
and we did a tutorial on how to prepare the canvases.
Yeah, we got 100 canvases sent to them, didn't we?
Yep.
All about 2 foot by 2 foot.
So we
or something
decided
like-
on 100 as
Yeah.
a round figure, and then
And the-
we instructed them, aka remember that group in the 1970s who wore red shirts and black ties? I think they were called Kraftwerk.
Kraftwerk.
Remember that look that they had? Well, we wanted Countesthorpe, the Countesthorpe group, Active Arts, to adopt that look.
What was that? Was that red
They
shirt?
did the best, didn't they?
And grey trousers with a black tie. That's the uniform of
Kind of the
Kraftwerk.
German experimental electronic group who do brilliant stuff.
They were very good, actually.
Yeah, they still are very good.
Mm.
And yeah, we wanted them to adopt that style. Now they did their best because they did have red fleeces, didn't
They
they?
did.
Yeah. So and we wanted them to do this at the
I
dead
think
of
they had
night.
red fleeces and dark trousers.
We were trying to encourage them to break the law, weren't we, Kath? We were
Now,
trying
bear
to
in mind,
encourage.
this is predominantly a mature group as well.
Oh yeah. Well,
You know.
not that mature, Kath. Victor mature.
We wanted
perhaps.
them to be more rebellious, didn't we?
We wanted to instill a bit of rebellion and a bit of edginess into their everyday lives and stuff like that. I think we achieved that. They did a fantastic job,
No,
by the
they
way.
did, actually.
Um,
Well, out of those 100 canvases, within their community and themselves, they completed over 80.
they did.
So that's really good. That's good going.
It was great because they and it was all their project.
Yeah.
And remember, this was all done virtually.
Yeah.
But they, I mean,
and they generated the interest of the community to get
we
involved.
basically
yeah.
suggested the format they should take and what they should do and how they should do it. But they went and did it.
And did it.
They kind of like they stuck to our rules loosely. They made up their own interpretation of what they should do, which
Yeah.
was fine, which
Yeah.
was great, and I think it worked really well. The end product in all of this process was for us to produce a digital
To banner from the physical
Yeah.
works that
Yeah.
were created.
and it's
Yeah.
taken us till now.
Yeah.
So the 5th of November to even make this video
Yeah.
and to show you that banner that we did.
Well, we've sent the banner on already, haven't we? But that was only
Yes.
last week.
Yes, it was, but it's taken us because we've had such
been
a busy
so
year.
busy. Yeah, we have.
But-
It's been an exceptional year this year.
It was a
Yeah.
great project to do. It was a street art project. It was a different kind of street art project than we're used to. I mean, this year we've worked all around the country, and we've even had an inquiry for a gig in Tonga. Which I wouldn't hold your breath for that one, but it's the
I wouldn't take that one literally.
it's the only place, apparently, one of the very few places on earth that where they haven't had the coronavirus. So
Yeah.
I wonder if we can book a trip there.
Well, there's about 7 places that hasn't been infected by corona.
I wonder if TUI are having flights there. So so it's been a great thing to do. The thing I need to ask you, Catherine, is would you do it again?
Yes, I would do it again. Because I think now we're versed in that sort of element of it.
Yeah.
Whether we would do it the same way,
Yeah.
we may do it differently. It would depend on the project approach and stuff like that.
Yeah. What we did know is that it took up an extraordinary amount of time, far much more time than we anticipated.
Also,
fireworks going off.
Fireworks, yeah. Also, we did more work than we anticipated.
Well, I did say that.
But we'd have to discuss finance on that as well.
Yeah, we would.
Because we did a hell of a lot more hours.
Of all the projects we've done this year, the Active Arts project actually took up more time than anything, really, in real terms. Even though it was enjoyable and we did love doing it.
But it was a learning curve,
and it was, and we did learn a lot from it.
And I think at the end of it, we achieved on both sides what we planned to achieve. And I thought when they put all the works up around the school, I mean, the idea was, the vision was to put them in and around Countesthorpe, but the group decided they wanted to put them around the school, and they looked absolutely fabulous.
They did. They looked great.
They looked absolutely fabulous. So we achieved what we set out to achieve.
So it was a great project. I hope you enjoyed the visuals that we put up, and if you did enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up, make a comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you wonder where we are, by the way, we're actually on the allotment.
Yeah, we haven't been down for like 3 weeks.
We haven't been down for a long time.
With work,
So before the light goes now, it's about 4:30, we have to get some work done. So thanks for watching the video, and yes, and we'll see you again in our next...
Oh, and look out for the Northern Lights.
Look out for
tonight,
the Northern Lights.
5th of November.
Yeah.
The clear in the UK.
Even though you'll be watching this probably later than the 5th of November, when it's all got over. So
still a point of interest.
I hope you had a good bonfire night.
Oh, no.
No.
Don't
anyway, okay, thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon. Okay.
Bye.
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 Let's start at the very beginning.
This is El Presidente, is it?
This is
it the President?
No, Ian's the president.
No, but there's a picture of the President.
Oh no, we have. Oh, we're going to put that first.
I thought
No, let's meet.
we need to go.
Was it?
Yeah.
Do you Shall want I Ian's find presidential it? picture first?
I don't think it's
No,
much.
we're going.
I just quite keep
Something on the something.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's a good idea.
Would you like me to take them out so we can see them?
Get them along, can't we?
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Put the farmer ones.
Oh, you're doing it that way?
Yeah.
Play.